All praises to Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya, Bahashem, Yeshaya, Rawak. This is Shabar Israel, and this is a video, a prophecy rewind, if you will, of a sister that I have spoken with on various occasions concerning who we are and the end times. If the Most High allows, I always do a prophecy rewind to see if individuals are actually listening to what the Bible is saying, what the Most High is saying in these last days, what the Savior is saying in these last days, and what the Rawak is saying in the last days, or the Spirit of the Most High that is manifesting itself throughout the four corners of the earth. I pray that the Most High bless the sister and she continue on with the studies, but the time is at hand. And as always, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. And for those who refuse to take part in the tree of life and to drink from the fountains of living water, let them be unjust still. And the bride say, Come, Yeshaya, come, thy kingdom come. Amen.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people ask me that if I'm Muslim and I'm not. And I should have known because the right. I've spoken to you several times about. Yes, yeah. You weren't covered up then. Well, no. I mean, you don't. I just got you now. You know what? Right, but you wasn't covered. Right. I mean, I mean, it's okay. Now I know. Right. So what I'm saying is, Hebrews, it's only required that we cover our heads when we're prophesying. I just thought, because everywhere I go, I may have to speak. Other than that, sometimes, like I tell you, if I don't feel like it, I'm not going to cover my head, That's okay. So that's what it is. That's why you look different. It sounds like, okay. And I remember him too. That's right, you're my friend. So did you look into anything that I showed you about the Bible? I read a lot too. You did? Yeah. And I even told my mom. Oh. She reads all the time. So I feel her in. Let her read some. Right. That's good. What's the latest I need to read? Hymnless? I need to read. Well, remember I told you. I told my mom. She read. I think we read something together on the phone. Right. Remember I told you they were putting up a Christmas tree in Jeremiah the 10th chapter. That was the main one. Yeah, Jeremiah 10th chapter. Right. And also they were celebrating Easter before Christ was even born too. That's in there as well. If you translate the word, it's you can go step down. Go ahead, talk to me. Well, that word Easter is translated as Passover. So we really do not supposed to be celebrating Easter. It comes from the goddess Ashtar, talking about she came down on the Euphrates and everything like that and hatched out into an egg. It goes way back to Nimrod, okay, and Semiramis and all that. We don't supposed to be celebrating that. Well, recently he showed me that how he smote the Egyptian sea, the Red Sea, so we can go home. Yeah, actually, I watched that on TV. I love watching Commandments. Right, so he did that one time. He smote the Red Sea so we could go home. This time in Isaiah the 11th chapter. Make my day. Okay, Isaiah the 11th chapter says that he's going to smite the Egyptian sea this time 7 ways. So we can go home. Chapter what? Isaiah, just the whole chapter. The whole chapter there. I hate that's okay. Because it's rude. That means my voice carries a lot. I don't like my voice. And, well, the Bible says that you should lift up your voice like a trumpet. And you know what I do is I prophesy. I remember I told you Chicago will be the first to fall. Jamestown, Virginia will be the last standing. And that's because the first Roman Catholic Church was set up at Chicago, and that information has been obliterated from the internet. All religions extend from the Roman Catholic Church. Did you know that? And so the Bible talks about that in Revelations. Also, we're murdering each other in Chicago. Yes. So the youngest victim that I saw recently was a 5-month-old baby girl. In Chicago? Yes, about a month ago. Yes. he has to drop Chicago first. And Jamestown, Virginia. Do you know what happened at Jamestown, Virginia? That's where the slaves and stuff were. You got it. You got it. Number history. You got it. Exactly. So he said that our fraternal twin brother, his name is Edom. Remember I told you that? We have a fraternal twin brother in Genesis, the 29th chapter. States that he came out red all over like a hairy garment. And who on this earth in the South associates themselves by being red? Because of the attributes of their skin. It's common sense. It's so-called. That this paper is white, you understand? See, people don't realize that. See, thank you. Let me tell you. The girl said, oh, she's real black. I said, no, I'm real black, but yeah, this is black. This is brown. And they said they're white. This is white. They're not white. So I tried to break it out. I said, oh, yes. No. They said, well, skin is black. No, skin may be very, very dark brown. Yes. When you put a dark person is black, guess what? This is black, and they still not that black. Exactly. But they can exactly. Girl, I mean, yes, you're right on to it. So that's what I'm saying. The Bible defines everybody by a nation. And Edom, he said the nation that will put us back into this last slavery would be swift as the eagle flying. What's on the back of your money? The eagle, right? So in the book of Obadiah, it tells you that Esau is associated with the eagle. Esau. So yes, Esau became Edom. So I want to read about Esau. Yes, yeah, Edom is still alive and kicking. Okay. Yeah, he became Edom. So he said that he exalted himself as the eagle in the book of Obadiah. And when they went to the moon, what did they say? The eagle has landed. So he's out there. You understand me? He's putting it right in your face. So he says, because he's going to smite the Egyptians 7 ways so we can go home. He said that because in Isaiah, write that one down. And 40 chapter or 40 verse? I'm sorry, Isaiah 43. That whole chapter there. Isaiah 43 and Jeremiah 50. I'll give all what you need. And Jeremiah 16. And this is what Jeremiah, what I just told you, Isaiah 43 and Jeremiah 50 is because the red one, Esau, who is Edom, has held his brother and refused to let him go. That's in those 2 chapters that I gave you. Now, Jeremiah 16 states that no longer, in the book of Jeremiah, no longer will it be said that the Most High liveth, that brought the children out of the land of Egypt when we were serving in Egypt. But the Most High liveth that brought the children of Israel out of the land of the north. What did they call this place? North America. North America. That's right. North America. That's in the Bible. Yeah, North America. But, you know, when you was talking about that, in the Bible, you never hear about America. You hear about Saudi Arabia. You hear about Egypt. You hear about Jerusalem. You hear about Ethiopia. But America, you don't hear about America. And you know why? Because she's the daughter of Babylon, according to Jeremiah 50th chapter. You understand? Babylon. Yes, she's the daughter of Babylon. America is. Yes, she is. Okay, that's why. All right, and she's called spiritual Sodom and Egypt in Revelation because all of the political. You have the political laws that they pass. So it's same-sex marriages. That's equivalent to Sodom and Gomorrah. Yep, spiritual Egypt because the slaves are here. Understand? So in Revelation, it talks about it too, about the souls and slaves of men in this place. That takes place in the Roman Catholic Church. There is all under one system. That's the reason why this place is called the daughter of Babylon because they mimic. She's just an extension of the Roman Empire. You understand? Even though Revelation says she's a city that sits on 7 hills, what does Rome have? Rome has a senate, does it not? Do we not have a senate? Okay, they are customs. You can all read through the lines and tell that they are associated with Rome. He's Edom all over. And so in the book, in the 1611 King James Version of the Bible, remember I told you about that. It has the hidden books called the Apocrypha. That's what it means that they took out. I'll be from the tribe of Gad. In Ezra, the 13th chapter, it talks about us getting kicked out of the land, because this is very important. You made the statement about America, not the name America, not being in the Bible. Yeah, but I noticed you hear about Ethiopia, you hear about Jerusalem, you hear about Israel. You know, I gotta ask another question. Hold on. I just wanted to listen. What I was trying to tell you in the second answer in the 13th chapter, it states that the northern kingdom of Israel, our people, got kicked out. And you can find the second witness in 2 Kings, the 17th chapter, I do believe. It talks about us being kicked out of the land. And 2 Kings, the 17th chapter, and 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. This is in the 1611 King James Version of the Bible, the whole Bible. And by the way, King James was a Negro, okay? All right? So they just whitewashed the images. And this is in the Wisdom of Solomon, what they whitewashed the images. But let me finish what I was saying. In 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, it states that my tribe, the northern kingdom, I was part of, I will be descendants of those people, that we got kicked out of the land, and King Solomon, that's his name, kicked us out of the land, 2 Kings, and then we came to a new land, and to do the laws and statutes and commandments of the Most High, but we still went off. And this land was called Azareth, means new land. See? So that's why America is not in the Bible, but in the Bible without the Apocrypha. But if you get to 1611, it will tell you that this land was called Azareth. Okay, Azareth. Yes. America's called Azareth. Azareth. That's what America was called. Yes. And that's in, like I said, the 1611 King James Version of the Bible. Yes. King James. Yes. It has the Apocrypha in it, the hidden books that, guess what? The Roman Catholic Church took out and just gave you what they wanted in the Bible. That's why America's not in there. But the Most High knows everything. That's the reason why He gave this place certain characteristics, like we just talked about, Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritual Egypt, all that kind of stuff, so we can link it together until we got the information that we needed. So that's why. So this place is definitely in Scripture. It's in prophecy. So He showed me that it was I'm a second witness to Isaiah. He said he was smite the Egyptians these 7 ways so we can go home. And he showed me this about 2 months ago. And I was in the lead. I was in the middle of them. And who was leading me? The Messiah. I was leading the people out of here. Understand, the Bible says in the end, He said, a troop shall overcome the tribe of Gad. My tribe, but he shall overcome. A troop shall overcome Gad, but in the end he shall overcome. He sent a male Moses last time. You're looking at the female Moses. All praise be to the Most High, higher, and Yeshua. I don't play games. You look at me because I'm kind of tired. I've been doing this almost 10 years now. Do you know today make 9 years since he told me about Chicago being the first of all? And I'm coming down the highway, and in broad daylight, you see the moon out, and then you have the sun. It's not people paying attention to this. Do you know that's a signal? That's a sign that the darkness is about to fall on this place in the broad daylight. Darkness is hovering above this place. The Bible speaks of that in the book of Amos. Signs in the sun and the moon. Yeah. Yes. So it's happening right before our face. So you're looking at the one that he chose. This is like, I know you probably don't do politics. Okay, I pay attention. I don't even know where to believe, but this is my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't think we should have bombed those 2 places. I mean, Syria? Yeah. But you know, that's in the Bible too. 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Woe to you, Babylon, Egypt, and Syria. Your destruction is at hand. You know, that's in the Bible. And understand, there's a plan called the Greater Plan of so-called it's the Israelis over there. They're not the people of the Bible. Revelations 2:9 and 3:9 tells you that. And so it says in Isaiah, in that book of Isaiah, it tells you that Damascus will be turn into a ruinous heap. So that's in the Bible. Our fraternal twin brother, he wants to control certain areas. Because the Bible prophesied, like I told you in Isaiah, us coming back home in those certain areas. So the agenda, military-wise or politically, is you want to surround your whole perimeter so you can keep the enemies from getting in. So what he's doing now is he's surrounding his perimeter. And once you surround your perimeter, then you go for the attack. Understand? So now they're screaming, a side got to go. You see that? And he showed me this would happen within 2 to 3 years, and it's happening right now. That's all I gotta go. Yeah. And so yes, but evil. No. Listen to what I'm saying. The whole plan is to control certain areas so we can't come back home. That's why he want to keep us out. And in Isaiah, the 13th chapter tells you the Medes, or they're associated with the Kurds, and part of them today would be the so-called Persians or Iranians. But the Bible says once they attack those people, then it's going to be all hell. Understand? The Bible calls them flying swords in the book of Esther. And once you know that, but I'm not worried because we're on our way home. Assad has nothing to do with this. When you have a chance, you look up George Bush on YouTube, and he say, and this guy, I forgot his name, he tell you flat out in your face that they had a plan to attack 7 countries and bring them down in 7 years. It's taking a little bit longer than they thought. Not only that, but most of all, that Trump this, and I'm talking about, I mean that as a pun, Trump is in office, and Trump was going on. The Bible already predicted this. It's going to happen. Because woe to you, Babylon. The modern day Iraq, that was the old Babylon, you see. They took down Saddam first. Then they went into Egypt. Then they got Gaddafi. That's because Gaddafi was trying to get rid of the petrodollar. Trying to turn into something, and turn his finances into something more solid, like gold. See, in Egypt, the gold is so cheap. But if you're American, you go to Egypt, you can buy all the gold you want, but you cannot pack, you have to wear it. Whoa. Yeah, I heard about that. See, and my dad military, he went over there. Yeah. He said he was on hold, in Egypt, and you can buy all the gold you want because it's so cheap, but you cannot pack it, you have to wear it. Right. And that's part of prophecies too, because their gold and silver is going to be thrown in the streets, and that's not going to be able to save them. They're trying to save this stuff. When you said that we that's going into Egypt, it's Esau or Edom, the red one, off the Colonel's twin brother. You have to understand that he felt that we tricked him into selling his birthright. You understand? So he doesn't have a blessing. But his blessing was that he would live by the sword. So anything that he would want, he would have to kill. Whether it be the land, you understand what I mean? Or blessings. Therefore, when my tribe, part of my tribe of Gad that was here, the Bible says his words are smoother than butter, but he had a sword in his hand. He stabbed us in the back and he broke every tree. It's deep. It's deep. That's the reason I said if you use YouTube, look up GOCC again. GOCC? Yes. GOCC, that's a Gathering of Christ Church, and get all this information because I can't sum it up, in just a small time that I'm here. And, you want to see what I'm talking about, look up, and just look up Chicago Prophecy, and there I am, because this thing is about to go down. I'm serious. It is. I got to hammer it home to you. Yeah. Serious. Yeah, you can go back home.